Ladies and gentlemen, this is Castlord David, and welcome back to my playthrough of Digimon World 3. We will begin episode 4. As you can see from the last episode of Digimon World 3, we went through a couple of side quests. We completed the Vmon hide-and-seek kicking boots side quest. And in this episode, we're going to finish up the fishing rod side quest. But first off, we're going to do a little bit of training. Doesn't hurt to always get stronger every time you have training points. May as well go and make good use of them. That is, if you're lucky enough. Because, like I said before in the one of the other parts, training is all about luck in order to get all the good score. Let's see how we do here. You failed, Gilmon. You only got one of them. Sometimes I think if the more TP you use, the harder it is going to be to get all of them. But other than that, like I said, it's mainly luck in order for you to get all of them, successfully hit. Anyways, we'll be able to use our new strength against this Kunamon. $435 damage. And wow, after just defeating one simple Digimon, I just go to level 8. Very funny. But I wonder what happened to my touch, because I thought I would used to get all of them right on majority of the time I did 10 TP, excuse me. And here we have yet another Kuwagamon, except we haven't even gone into the middle of the stage. You fucking Kuwagamon, you just had to evade that attack, you fuck. Can't believe he would evade our attack. I thought we'll be too overpowered for him. But no, I guess not. Oh, yes we did. We did go in the center stage, but we get two Kuwagamons in a row. Three, two, one damage. And for me, just getting the fishing rod side quest done. I didn't really do that much in this episode. Basically, for this part, it's just getting the last part of the fishing rod that we need. We got the bamboo spear, which serves as the fishing pole, which serves as the pole or rod. And the red snapper that serves as the fishing hook or bait. Fishing hook, I think is more like it. Now we gotta get the fishing line, and to get the fishing line, we need an item called the spider web. That's where these new wild Digimon come in, called Dokugumon. We get the item Spiderweb from Dokugumon. And luckily for me, I was fortunate enough to evade that attack, even though it was an ambush. So as you can see, we go back to Growlmon, and of course, we get to attack, and I replace that ambush. So Dokugumon aren't really that tough. I mean, we can defeat him with one claw attack. Now Growlmon gets another technique, double guard. Pretty self-explanatory. Like a double power increases strength, double guard increases defense. And this is basically what happens throughout the majority of this episode. Trying to defeating many Dokugumon until I got in the spider web. Because sometimes getting the item that you want from a certain Digimon can take a while. But if you stay outside this web area, majority of the time you'll find mainly Dokugumon. Pretty obvious place to find Dokugumon since we're near spider webs. Since we're near a set of spider webs, and Dokugumon's a spider virus Digimon. Basically, I'm just running around in circles just to cause hypnosis on you guys. Yes, I'm going around in circles. You stupid spider. You stupid spidey fuck. Oh, I got hit. And this is the first attack that we go into that causes status problem. That causes poison. Luckily, we didn't get poisoned. It's not like the poison that you expect from the Pokemon game. Like as soon as you get on the same turn that you get poisoned, you would automatically take damage from it. But on here, it doesn't do that on the first turn that you get it. But except in Pokemon, poison gets stronger for every passing turn, while damage from poison stays the same on here. So yes, here I'm making hypnosis. Hypno. You stupid spider yet again. Oh, I evaded your attack too. What's up with that, huh? Scratch attack. Here I go again. More hypnosis. Yes, master. It's just a big habit to do. Every time you see something going in circles, that's exactly what it makes you want to do. It's a big habit of mine, so just bear with me. Spidey sense is tingling. Literally. And this is the Protocol Forest, so the Protocol Ruins will be the next area, but we won't go in there just yet. We're still here trying to find a Dokugumon that we can defeat to get the spiderweb for our fishing line. So that way we can complete the fishing rod side quest. That way we'll have two possible ways of finding strong enemy Digimon, and two kinds of Cardmon. Or two different ways to find a Cardmon. But as of right now, it's safe to just wait until you get a bit stronger, because, like I said before in one of the other earlier parts, Cardmon are pretty strong. I mean, at least I finally get to feel relaxed since today's Thursday. Well, 9 minutes left until Friday. Friday the 12th. At least it's not Friday the 13th. I mean, it just seems that there's quite a bit of Friday the 13th in that sometimes. Haha, you can't touch this, you stupid spider fuck. And we got Gilmon to be level 9. So if you ever get do the fishing line side quest, this is a pretty good way to get experience, get your Digimon's base level and skill levels going up. Because there is, whenever you keep getting experience, it's best that you just go ahead and get keep using Growlmon, and get them at a certain skill level. Because there's a good Digivolution that you can use at this very early in the game, so that can really help you a lot at this point. But we still got a little bit to go until we get that Digivolution. Now I think this is the Dokugumon I end up getting the spiderweb on. I can't believe I already forgot. Let's see. Yep, there it is. We finally got a spiderweb from a Dokugumon. It's sort of like a 30% chance of a Digimon dropping an item. I'm not sure if that's really the exact percentage, but it's pretty. It takes a little while to get a certain item from a Digimon. So now we can just drop down, and we have to go back to Shell Beach and talk to Tai Kong Wang, since we got all the parts we need to make the fishing rod, the bamboo spear for the fishing pole, the spiderweb for the fishing line, and the red snapper for the fishing hook. And of course another simple Kawagamon, since we're in the center of that little circle. You know, since I just recently got back into playing Digimon, maybe I should play Digimon Online. I mean, I played it for a little while, and it's a pretty good online game for an actual online Digimon game. Except I'm not sure if I really did actual gameplay. Except the only thing I did was just move around and do a couple of missions, maybe 1 or 2 missions, just getting used to the game. But it's been like a couple months since I last played it, since I last got on it, so I may need to get right back at it. I mean, whenever I saw Digimon Online, I was like, well, it's about bloody time to make an actual online Digimon game that we can play. I mean, why not make a Digimon game that we can play on like the PS3 or perhaps the 360 or the Wii or something like that. You know? Well, anyway, we're back here at Shell Beach. Now we just gotta go to Tai Kong Wang in order for us to get our fishing pole. And here we run into yet another wild Digimon called Gizamon. Now, he's not really that tough, and he's basically a little bit stronger, a tad stronger than Crabmon, but I believe this was the Digimon I was referring to the last time we paid Tai Kong Wang a visit. When I said try not to encounter a Digimon at sometime after the start of the game. Don't get on the beach. Stay on the like the grassy area. And yeah, we got the fishing pole. So now we've completed 2 of the side quests. I believe that's all the side quests. I don't feel like looking at my strategy guide, but we got 2 of them done. I may be wrong, I may be right. That may be all the side quests that there is in the game. I mean, I just really can't get enough of this battle music. I think this is one of the best battle music songs from all the RPG games I've ever played. I think this is one of my favorite all-time battle songs. One of my all-time favorite battle songs. Excuse me for getting that sentence a bit too confusing. Well, now since we got the fishing rod out of the way, now we can go inside now we can go past the area that we were in. Stupid hiccup. No, stupid hiccup. Now we can go past the area that we were in the Protocol Forest and go into the actual Protocol ruins. So that way we can try to find the Seryu leader. Now sometimes these skill levels you can load techniques. As you can see, I'll be able to load the double guard technique. Now what loading the technique means is whenever you visit a Digimon lab, you can select a technique that has already been available to load a tech. Like if you get another Digivolution. Yeah, say if we had another one of the Digivolutions. Another Digivolution. If we load the technique, if we load Double Guard from Growlmon, that means that other Digivolution that we've got, if we battle as him, he can use that technique. It's a pretty handy feature. Because there's some techniques that certain Digimon can learn at a level, but it's sort of okay to have the technique ahead of time before you get it actually. But the thing is, whenever you load a technique and another Digimon is using it, it'll cost a bit more MP than the actual Digimon has it, or until you get to the actual skill level that has the technique. See you later, Spidey. More yawning. It's already midnight. Now this part right here, the Protocol Forest, is a bit of a maze. If you just follow the path if you follow this little path, that's how you can get to the entrance to the Protocol ruins. And here we are in the actual Protocol ruins. Now, the thing I felt like an a-hole about is that was actually the right way I was going. I actually go back. But here we have yet another wild Digimon called Minotaurmon. I mean, yeah, I know it says Minotaurumon, but I think it's actually Minotaurmon, since that is of course a Minotaur like Digimon. Yeah, 238, that's pretty strong, but that was actually a critical hit, so the damage that he really did was 96, I believe, so that was a bit of luck. But still, whenever you're at this point of where I am, it's still safe to be a little careful. And it's really funny, just after one or two steps, we run into yet another Minotaurmon. I mean, think about it. 238 damage was the damage it was really causing me, instead of being a critical hit, that I would have been left with about 2. I would have been left with 2 HP. And Guilmon, level 10. Now we've actually got quite a bit of training points. But I decided not to go ahead and train since I like to try and use my training points wisely. It can be quite sad. And oh, look at my max HP. 711. Hey, 711. Yeah, of course, since we recently leveled up, we can do a bit more damage plus take more damage. Take a bit less damage. But yeah, when I noticed that, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe we have 711 HP. And of course, for here, we have to get out of the Protocol Ruins, so that way we can go to the nearest inn. And it just so happens that there is an inn in the Weast. I'm starting to act like Patrick again. Or, I'm not sure if I really acted like Patrick some other video, but yeah. I'm already starting to be like Patrick Star. I got back to watching SpongeBob not too long ago. Well, anyway, there happens to be an inn in the East Wire Forest there. I think I was about to say fortress. Let me try this one more time. There is actually an inn in the East Wire Forest. There we go. And yet we ran into yet another wild Digimon called Goburimon. Now in the anime he's really called Goblimon, because the Goburimon that what they look like right now actually have like brown clothes on, kind of look like what a more yawning. They basically wear brown clothes, but those kind of Goblimon aren't on this game. So yeah, this is the Forest Inn, and throughout each inn that you advance in the game, the cost of staying a night at the inn will actually increase. Because if you remember from Asuka City, the price to stay at the inn was 8 bits per Digimon. Now in the Forest Inn, it's 12 bits per Digimon. I wish they would at least gave us an option of which Digimon that needs to rest. But then I think that's probably why that there is something that whenever you're in the lab, you can deposit what Digimon you don't need and just have one single Digimon in your party. Party. Jeez, I'm really doing bad at talking right now. I am really sorry. Maybe it's because I'm just starting to get a little tired, because I did have quite a bit of a day at college today. Or more of a relieving day. Well, relieving and kind of busy, because for my British literature class, I got this test that I recently did, and I passed the test barely passed the test. And same with my humanities class, I passed that test, but then we would have to write essays about the different stories that we went over, like George Washington Carver, some of the other ones. And it just so happens that whenever we just got back into Protocol Forest and defeated a Dokugumon, we just got a spider web. And I was like, why didn't we just get the spider web earlier than before? It's just like sort of like asking myself, why won't Guilmon just get all the punching bags successfully hit when I used 10 TP on the first try? I really wish I had my touch back, since it's been like a little while since I last played this. And yes, you really have to go down here. Like I said, it's been a while since I last played this, so. And the funny thing is, there isn't a map of this in my strategy guide. No, there isn't. Yeah, I'm looking at my strategy guide right now. I didn't want to let the page get in the background, the page turning noise get in the background. And yes, we are at 711 health. 711. Lol. And so now we go up these stairs, and there's a little ledge that we can jump off. And every time you jump off this ledge, we will automatically. Every time we jump down, we will always run into a Minotaurmon. Basically, that location triggers Digimon kind of thing again, like back in the Westwire Forest. Got that right. And like in the Westwire Forest, we would every time we get in the very center of that circle area, we would always run into a Kuwagamon. There are a lot of other places that do that later in the game, like I may have said before in the earlier part. But yeah, if you go down here, and we would actually go under this throne. And that guy we just saw right there, that is the Seiryu leader. But we have to defeat this Goburimon in order to talk to him. In order to see if we have permission to face him. And here he's got three Digimon that he trains. He's training with the Vmon, Agumon, and the Guilmon. Basically, he trains with the three main partners from the 3 seasons. Like Agumon's the main partner from Season 1, Vmon from Season 2, Guilmon from Season 3. And since we just talked to Seiryu leader, he said he doesn't want to challenge us unless he won't accept our challenge until we defeat Master Tyranno, or Master Tyrannomon. I don't know why they got rid of that Mon. And he says that Master Tyrannomon is in Tyranna Valley. And Tyranna Valley is a little area that was next to Kicking Forest. But since of course we got hold it, 4.5 minutes, we won't get to that part. And now we get to the Digivolution I was talking about. Metal Mamemon. I know for a fact that Metal Mamemon has been always one of my all-time favorite ultimate level Digimon, and we got a really decent ultimate level Digimon for this early in the game. Now, to get Metal Mamemon, we would have to have Growlmon skill level 20, and Guilmon's base defense to be at least 100. And of course, I have that requirement. I know that requirement by heart, because of course there are Digivolution trees in my strategy guide, but I'll try to provide photos so that way you can see what they look like. And I may not get every single Digimon's finishing moves, but I may do it in the playthrough as like an extra vid, or just messing around with a certain Digimon. But as for right now, I'm just gonna go through the storyline and find a good way to get a good couple videos of getting started through the game. But like I said, I think I always considered Metal Mamemon as like one of the ultimate of all ultimate level Digimon. And yeah, there's that electric shock that I kept warning about from Betamon. And if you decide to play as Guilmon, you may as well go ahead and get Metal Mamemon, because Metal Mamemon can be a really big help at this point in the game. Plus, I think he just looks really cool. No, I don't think I know. I mean, just look at him. Besides the fact that he's really, really tiny, he's really, really awesome. And he really, really kicks ass. Oh, excuse me. More yawning yet again. Oh well, at least I'll get to stop yawning eventually since we got 2 more minutes left. Well, a minute 50. And the reason why I'm going back to this city instead of saving at the forest inn, because I thought I was gonna go ahead and save it here, because the next time I get back to playing this, I may try to try to have another attempt at the 10 TP for Guilmon, because it always doesn't hurt to get a maximum amount of to get a very decent amount of stats that you could possibly get at this point in the game. Plus, it'll really be a big help to us during this playthrough. It'll really be a big help. But that will be the next part. And sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't really need to have the save in every video, but I just thought I would just make sure to just go ahead and just get it done, so I wouldn't have to worry about it, or at least forget it, because sometimes we all forget. So I was like, it doesn't hurt. I just like to do it just to make sure. I mean, I apologize for just doing it just to if I waste any of your viewers' times, but it's not that really much of a problem since I always save at the end of the video or an episode. Well, anyway, that's going to do it right here. We will continue next off in episode 5, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as always, take it easy.